It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 4 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for L.A.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. N'Keal Harry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the Iowa State product is Kene Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to to mean you get downfield and gain yards.
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 126 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson got an open man. It's Ruggs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big game that time for the Chargers.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, he finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. A big hole right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. This is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we have reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not... Further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And hang on here, because still down after that play is Marquise Brown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Off the play fake to Eckler. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Baltimore. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. His second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency. Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nwangu. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go have about one last check. Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. That's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Steelers and the Ravens coming up next.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers. Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now Brown. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the run is Nwangu. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On play action, Mariota. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Mariota. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mariota now. This is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, oh, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now it's Nwangu, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better? You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in. Handoff here to Nwangu. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion. You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here? Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the... And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Jackson now off the bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Play action. It's Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson to throw. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down now, it's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Oh, one more time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Third and short yardage. Mariota toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Sam Sloman for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the scramble. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Here's Nwangu. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, Mariota. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 8. Throwing is Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Third and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mariota on first down.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll throw again. Mariota.
Sees Gallup on the sideline, and he's got it.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Throwing, Mariota. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Gallup. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Jackson on first down. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mariota. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure, they got him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Mariota. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Little lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. A 1st down throw for Mariota. He gets this one to Johnson. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd and very short, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. The defensive...
YBN want a thing up.